Hello everyone, welcome to CATKing. I hope you're doing good. I'm Archal K, and today we will be talking about the placement of ISB. So this is the placement series where we talk about the placement reports of the colleges, where we just compare the placements to the last year, and we also see what exactly is the progress. So today we will be talking about the ISB 2021 final placement report, which has been released on their official website, which I have downloaded. This is how the report looks like. So we'll just see everything about it. Now, just giving you a bit of the highlight, the institute has seen the slightly significant increase in the average and the median salaries offered to the PGP batch. So the total number of offer extended and reduced as compared to the last year. And there was also increase in the ratio of offer per student. So which is high at the 5 year. So in 2021, the most demanding role was consulting, which 34% of the batch was opting for the consulting role in 2021. So let's just get into the video and see what the report has for us. So giving you a bit of the highlights for the batch of the placement reports of 2021, the average of the mid 80% salary stood at 27.13 lakh, which is increased in 8% over the previous year, wherein the median was 80% of the salary stood at 27 lakh, which was increase of 12% over the previous year, wherein the total of 195 offers were extended to the ISB batch 2021, now implying an offer per student's ratio was which went up to 1.73, which is highest in the 5 years, which we have seen for the placement reports of ISB. So they talking about the roles that we can see here, consulting and technology and BFSI were the most in demand after the sectors for the batch of 2021, while consulting, sales, and the marketing and product management was most in demand in the functional for the batch. Now, consulting was clearly the industry function of the choice for the biggest chunk, in ISB for the class of 2021. Now, total number of 308 recruiters participated in the final placement process, wherein including 95% was the first-time recruiter and who extended their offer by 125 plus offers for this batch. Now, in the recruitment process, 31 companies gave more than 10 offers for the each. So let's just see how the increase in the salary and the functions, and let's just get into deep talk about it. So talking about the class batch, the class size was 691, wherein the average age of the class was 27. The work experience for the batch, the average was 3.92 years of experience the candidates were having, wherein the average match score was 706. Talking about the, okay, so this is the industry-wise placement reports that we have. 12% increase in the median salary, wherein 8% increase in the average salary for the batch of 2021, wherein the Indian School of Business saw increase in the 8% salary in the average for the mid 80% of salaries offered to the 2021 batch, as we can see here, wherein 12% was the increase in the median of mid 80% of salaries offered to the batch. Now, if you're talking about 5-year trend that they are following, wherein the average salary in 2017 was 20 lakh per annum, wherein in 2021 it's 27 lakh per annum. Wherein if you're talking about the median salary in 2017, it was 20.76, wherein in 2021 it's 27. So this is what the comparison looks like, if you're talking if you look into 2017 and 2021. Let's just get into the function wise placements here. Okay, so for the function wise placement, the highest salary that was offered was in product development role, and that stood up to 34 lakhs per annum, wherein the lowest was for the HR role, which was 21 lakh per annum. Then if you just look up to the function wise salary offered to the each of the sector, then the range was for the analytics, it just got into 24 to 37. Now if you look at consulting, the product the CTC range that was offered was in between 21 lakh per annum to 37 lakh per annum. uh, if you look at finance, then it was 19, it was the lowest or that was offered, to 33 lakh per annum that was offered. Now if you are looking for the operations, then the salary range that was offered was 20 lakh per annum to 43 lakh per annum. For product development, it was 25 to 44. Again, for technology, it was 23 to 52. Uh, Now, if we look at industry wise, the salary range for the BFSI, which was mentioned above, which was 20 to 30, wherein the consulting, it was 20 to 41. So this was the industry wise that we are talking about. Now, consulting has always been one of the most demanding function wise placement codes for the ISB graduate in the past 5 years, as we have the record data. Now in 2021, the popularity of the consulting as a function was more in demand, with the 34% of the batch opted for the placement. Now talking about the companies that gave that offered the consulting roles, the top firms such as Accenture, Ben, then McKinsey, EY, KPMG were among them. As here we can see the industry-wise offering and the recruiters. So if we are talking about the product management and the sales and marketing, were the second of the most demand domain in ISP for the batch of 2021. Now over 5 years, MBA students interested in was more interested secondly in sales and marketing. um, let's just see the companies. Okay. For the IT sector, in 2021, the roles offered for the batch was product management, program management, consulting companies, from this sector, and that included Microsoft, HCL Technology, and etc. So for e-commerce, there were the industry-wise companies that recruited from this college were like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Zomato, that offered multiple roles in product sales, product project management, strategy, and operations. So we also have industry-wise distribution, but there were total of 81 leadership roles that was offered to the PGP batch of 2021 for the ISP, and students were hired for leadership and management training program for the companies across various sector. Now, some of the leading participate offering for this role were Indigo Airlines, Sharpax, then Uber, then Well Fargo, amongst others. Also, there were Bajaj Finance. Now, if you're talking about the BFSI sector, the leading private sector and multinational banks, you know they participated was American Express, Axis Bank, Citibank, then Paytm, Yes Bank, DBS Bank, etc. Also, they were talking about the location. Now if you're considering ISP, then the placement location was such as Hong Kong, Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, and UAE. So this was the overall view of the placement report of ISB. It was great, amazing. As we can see, there was they performed really well considering the pandemic and how the industry trends has been performing. There was also a lot of increase. So yeah, so if you have any questions, do let us know in the comments below. If you're studying right now in ISP, you can also write your review about your placements, which will be very, very helpful for the students. So that's it. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much.